Hey, good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to our second episode of Anchored Market News, where we bring you information about our local farmers markets here in the Florida Panhandle, Bay County, and kind of the surrounding areas around here. So I want to welcome you all for joining us. We got a lot of stuff in the works coming up as we kind of grow the program, get it going. In the direction that we'd like to see it going. It's definitely one of those things. As you guys watch this, we'd love to see your comments and your feedback, and want to make you all a part of this. So thanks for joining us. This coming week, we're kicking off, or not we, but nationally, the National Farmers Market Week is kicking off. That's by the Farmers Markets Coalition. They do great things for farmers markets all over the United States. And this week is a great time to really highlight farmers markets and why they're essential and why they're important to the local communities. A lot of folks don't know that, last year at farmers markets alone, over $22.4 million was spent in SNAP benefits. Enabling folks that are in a lower income level to be able to gain access to some fresh veggies and fruits and vegetables and items that they normally wouldn't be able to have access to. So the partnering up with SNAP and WIC is a great thing with the markets. I know at the Panama City Farmers Markets, two of our produce vendors, E&JB Fruits, Veggies, and Sweets, along with Balcazar's Gardens. They take the WIC coupons. So that's a great thing. They're able to help you out with the WIC. We're working to get our markets SNAP qualified. And what that's going to be able to do is we're going to be able to give you a little bit more buying power with the SNAP program. So, if you come in to a market with, say, $10 to be able to buy fruits and vegetables, we're going to be able to double that. So you're going to come in with 10, we're going to be able to give you 10, and you're going to have $20 worth of buying power for your SNAP benefits at the farmers market. So that's definitely one of the things we're working on behind the scenes, and you're definitely going to want to stay tuned on that. So we're super excited to hopefully eventually make all of our farmers markets SNAP qualified, so that it can really help out a lot of folks in our community. One of the things, info about farmers markets on this upcoming National Farmers Market Week is a lot of folks say, out of 60% of people surveyed say that the fruits and veggies are one, better quality than what they can find at their local grocery store. But the other thing is they say that 60% says that the fruits and vegetables are cheaper than what they can find at their local grocery store. So that's a great thing to get you out to the farmers market, knowing that you're going to be getting, fair priced products when you come out there. I think there's a misconception with a lot of folks that when you go to the farmers markets, everything's going to be overpriced. And I think that's more of a myth than truth. And according to this survey done by the Farmers Markets Coalition, they found 60% of the respondents said that actually at the farmers markets, they're able to get cheaper produce than what they could at their local store. So that is a great thing for the farmers markets. One of the things about farmers markets, they stimulate your local economy. When you hold that farmers market, not only are folks coming to the market to shop at the farmers markets, but a lot of them go and they explore the surrounding areas. They go shop the shops that are around the area. They go visit the restaurants in the areas, the breweries, antique shops, you name it. So farmers markets are a great way to help stimulate the local economy, not only at the farmers markets, but at the surrounding area and in the community as a whole. And then a lot of folks don't really think about this, but farmers markets are incubators for small businesses. It's a great place for folks that are become entrepreneurs, to get into small business, they're able to come out there with a low barrier to entry and a low risk and get out there and test the waters per se. You can get in, you can test some products, you can test some technologies, some philosophies. But it's a great way to get out there. It's a low barrier to entry. It's a low risk. And, you could say, hey, this is something we want to do full time, something we want to do as a hobby, or maybe this is something we don't want to do at all. But, farmers markets are a great incubator for small businesses and entrepreneurs that are looking to see if this is really what we want to do without taking that initial risk up front. Kind of turning a little bit. I don't know if you all have been able to check out our YouTube video. If you go follow us at Anchored Market Ventures on YouTube, we put out vendor highlights. One of the things we also do is we put out tips and tricks, and we just put out our 4th video on tips and tricks, and this one was on websites and social media. It's important as a vendor for you guys to have social media. I know a lot of folks are kind of against social media, but social media is inexpensive to nothing in cost. Whether you want to accept it or not, we're in a world where pretty much everybody is on social media. So it's a great way to reach an audience. And it's a great tool to be able to kind of tailor to a demographic of people that you're looking to target for your product. So I highly recommend anybody that's a vendor to get on social media and use it, and that's not necessarily Facebook. It can be Facebook, Instagram, it can be Etsy, Pinterest. There's a lot of them out there. So just kind of look around, see what's best for you. But I highly recommend getting on social media. If you're not on social media, word of mouth is great. And it's another tool in the toolbox, but you need to be on social media. You need to be making those posts, building your brand, and letting folks know what you got going on, what's coming, where you're going to be at, what you're going to be selling. It's just a good way to interact with your audience. And then websites. Websites, they're really inexpensive. There's a lot of websites out there that come with pre-made templates. You kind of plug and play what you're selling or what you need on that website. Again, if you go to YouTube, I guarantee there's a million videos on that'll take you step by step on how to build that website from basic to elaborate. You don't have to have a super elaborate website, but it does help drive your brand. It helps drive your product. It's another thing to let folks know what you're doing. And it's inexpensive. I mean, a lot of these websites you can get on for about $20, whether it's $20 for a year, on up, depending on what you want. But you can get a basic website that'll cover just about anything you need, relatively inexpensive. So, look at potentially getting a website too. If you do get a website, I will tell you this, spend the extra $15 to $20 and go to like domain.com or one of the websites, domains, and buy a domain. So instead of having your website as cheapwebsites.com 1234566/abcd/whatever, and you got a website that's incredibly long and cumbersome, pay the $15 to $20, buy your own domain. So you can say, www.joannescrafting.com if it's available, or something to that effect. So you can really tailor get your website down so it's easily searchable. And then you can learn a little bit about SEOs and trying to get your website a little bit more competitive in the internet sphere. Jumping back to social media, I know a lot of folks are really intimidated by social media. But I promise all of us at the markets, we know somebody that is really, really good with social media, or at least an aspect of it. and this might be something where when you're at the market, if the vendor beside you is really good with Instagram Reels, y'all talk and get together. We could say, hey, after the market, I know maybe after the market's not a good time because we're all tired after a market, but you could say, hey, during the week, on a Wednesday, hey, let's all go to, Cafe Del Mondo or the Press downtown, and, let's drink a coffee, and that person will show you how to do an Instagram reel, and you guys can learn, use the talent that's around us. Somebody might be really good on Facebook posts and makes really good Facebook posts. Same thing. Y'all go grab coffee and share those ideas. I guarantee, everyone, if you were to ask them, would be willing to show you. And it's a great resource. You don't have to go out and be alone and try to figure this out by yourself. There's people around us. We're a team. We're a family at the market. So, ask the person next to you, or, I'm sure we might be following them already on social media. Just ask them, hey, can we meet up this week? And, I'd love to pick your mind and learn how to do this. And I guarantee you they'll probably show you. So don't be intimidated by social media. All of us started not knowing anything. And, we ask, we learn, we YouTube stuff. And we just try it. I'll tell you this market news right here. I can see the green around here. I'm still working and waiting on equipment to get in, so the green screen is a little bit better. But we're starting. You start, and pretty soon you won't even see any of this green. It'll look like I'm sitting right in front of this farmer's market bucket. But we'll get there. And I'm asking people, and I'm learning from folks that are already doing this. So, rely on the tribe. That's what we're there for. We're all there to pick everybody up. A rising sea raises all boats, and the same is true at a farmer's market. So definitely reach out to us. You can reach out to me if I don't know how to do it. I can definitely point you in the right direction to folks that know how to do that. But definitely go check out the tips and tricks this week. I wanted to let everybody know that our vendor spotlight for this past week was Tanya with Sugar Sand Ranch. Super excited to have shot the video and highlighted Tanya and Sugar Sand Ranch. They do soaps, wellness products. Her husband makes leather goods. So next time they're at the market, make sure you stop by and see Tanya. Go on to our YouTube page and check out the vendor spotlight. Learn a little bit more about Tanya. We're super blessed to have her at the market, and we can't wait to see her back out there. This coming week, we're going to be kicking off the National Farmers Market Week with a day early on the 6th downtown at the Panama City Farmers Market. So definitely be staying tuned, and we're going to be showing some facts. We're going to be posting it here and there. Then on Sunday the 7th, we got Market Square at Sweet Bay. That's from 10 until 2. They're in the Sweet Bay community. Definitely want to come and check that market out. And then August, I want to say 9th, is Market on the Meadows over in Panama City Beach. That market is from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. It's a great market. You definitely want to come out. But get out, enjoy the market, support the community. These vendors love doing what they do. They love providing an amazing product for the community. And we love seeing you guys come out every week. So, we look forward to it. Our weekends are kind of when we get to, see everybody and just revel in the community. But I'm going to wrap this up. I thank you guys for joining me. And as always, I can't wait to see you guys out at the markets.